morning. It is Thursday the 8th of June. It is voting day. It's a general election here in the UK. I have already been out to vote. I took my youngest with me. My eldest had to go ahead to meet up with a friend on the way to school because they're practising walking independently. But my littlest came with me so she could see the process, so that was quite good, and that is all done and dusted. And now it is exercise time again. Excuse the hammer bead mess there, but yeah, all ready. Gonna go and do the dreaded exercise so I can feel smug for the rest of the day. I've just realised that I got a parcel the other day which I didn't share. I had a book that I'd finished with a little while ago, and I put a picture of it on Instagram and said, does anyone want it? Put the numbers into a random number generator and picked one, and it went to the lovely Jo, who is Jojo Mama Bear on Instagram, and she sent me some bits as a thank you, which she absolutely did not have to do, and I am so chuffed to bits with them. She sent me a lovely card, and look at these cute tea bags. English tea shop, honeybush, acai berry punch, calming blend and super berries, and they're so pretty. And she also sent me my very first piece of Nora George yarn. This is a Nora George mini. I don't know what the colourway is, but it's a yellowy colour, which is my favourite colour, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Jo. And these two here are in a mixed bag that she bought at Yarndale. Is that hand spun? What's that? It's really pretty. I've no idea what it is. It looks like it would be 4-ply. I think my husband really likes this. I think I'm going to try and make it into a sock head hat, which I've never made before. And I've weighed it, and it's just under 100 grams, so it should be just about enough. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Jo. That was an absolutely wonderful surprise to arrive through my letterbox. Knitters, crocheters, crafty people are the nicest, loveliest people in the world. And this being election day, I think basically knitters and crocheters should rule the world, and we should all be the prime ministers and the presidents and world leaders, and things would just be sorted out in a millisecond. So as well as talking about swatching for a sock head hat with this lovely yarn from Jo, I am also balling up this yarn, which is a Drops Fable print in colour. It does have a name on the Wool Warehouse website, but on the ball band it is colour 330. I'm sure it was something like Fun something, I can't remember. And these are going to be socks for my mother-in-law for Christmas. She has requested some socks and she likes purple. So just balling that up because we've got a bit of a car drive at the weekend. We've got a trip out to Legoland on Saturday. So I wanted something to work on. So after saying that I'm not casting anything else on, here I am getting ready to cast 2 new things on. While we're here and we're on the subject of knitting and crochet, which of course we always are, thought I'd show you my little box of needles, really. I haven't been knitting, well, I've been knitting for about 1.5 years now actually, so not very long, but I've started to acquire more and more needles, and at the moment I just keep them in this little plastic box, but there's also other things in here. So I've got like a tin that was actually came free with a packet of sanitary towels, but I keep those because they're quite handy for storing stitch markers. Got some leftover Kool-Aid from dyeing, cable needles, like a little freebie knitting gauge. I've got some DPNs in here. Got all of my various sock needles, I do prefer knitting on short circulars, but I haven't done it in a while, strangely. So I think these new pair of socks I'm casting on will be on short circulars. Got a little notepad that I use sometimes. These little mooning notepads I got as part of a prize package when I won a prize on the Knitting Expat podcast. So I just keep, do you know when you just don't want to use something straight away, you just want to keep it to look at for a while. I've got something that came free with a magazine, it's a little shawl pin, just waiting. I've got a random, very old Peanuts collector card, which I actually bought in Santa Rosa in California when I was about 16 years old, when we went on a trip to America. Yeah, that's my box of needles. So, after I filmed my little bit saying how all people in the sort of crafty community are fabulous, the postman came and further proof of that fact arrived. Oh, it's blowing out. I'm going to have to turn the camera around to explain what this is. Hang on a minute. This is a little French meadow skein of yarn, and the colourway is, hang on a minute, not on that bit, hold on. This is what the ingredients of it are. Is that the right word? Ingredients. The colourway is Lemon Drizzle! My favourite cake. It's the only cake I like, really. I mean, I do like cake, but this is their Lemon Drizzle colourway. And Alison and Yola sent it to me, completely popped through the door. And I thought, I haven't ordered anything. What's going on? This looks too big to be a mini skein club. And they've sent me a skein of Lemon Drizzle just for me. Thank you, Alison and Yola. It was completely unexpected. I'm going to go into it in a bit more detail when I next do a proper full-length podcast. Yeah, so basically, knitters, crocheters and yarn dyers for Prime Minister.